Coach, thank you. Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Michel. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Gone. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
To throw is gone. It's complete to Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Line 20.
Check pass. Check pass.
From the gun on third down. Gone. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Line 20.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Tonight, 180.
52. I'm off. You better bring it.
Goff now looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's going to go down again. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Check 26. Let's go.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And the pressure gets to him again. Ndamukong Suh in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Switch up, switch up. Louder. Hey, 5.
On 2nd and 9, Goff, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Push him back. Push him back. Come on. 6 down.
Block on 3rd down. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And the Titans first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now it's Breida. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, here's Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Locke. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open down. As it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Brown. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180. 54.
Silver. Watch safety.
Listen.
Safety's creeping.
Play action. It's gone. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got Lockett. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Here we go with Michelle. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Sony Michel won't get there. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Lott. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
He'll buy some time right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Green, as the first half is winding down, and the Titans are able to extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some
touchdown Titans. A.J. Green, 79 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. We've seen that a time or two over the years from A.J. Green, long, explosive touchdown catches.
And he is so good at playing the ball in the air and going over the top of people to make catches. I think his teammates call it playing a little bit of hoops or playing above the rim. He is fantastic at it and continues to get better as his career progresses.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the ground, this is Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 13-yard line.
Goff now to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
You better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. From the gun, here's Goff. And oh, it's a safety. Goff got barely buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They go counter with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
17.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and...
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack on 1st down, Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 37, check 37.
Out of the gun, Luck steps away to his left. He's going to air it out deep, and Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Trevor Williams with a pick, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Cut. 180.
54, Mike, 54. Cut, cut, cut.
Super.
After the interception, here's Gone. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cut. 180.
Check 52's to Mike. Focus, defense.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Rivers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over first and 10. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. Second down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Watch the safety crease.
They run with Breida. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 25 yards that time. A shotgun snap for gone. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it's going to be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They run again with Breida. They find some open field here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give coming right is Breida. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. On third down, a run from Breida. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. This is Breida. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. 40, easy, alert, alert. Safe.
Now Washington, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.